guys? Your boy Savage back again for another Savage Talk Extra. We are here to talk wrestling. You know, like that. Pro wrestling. No, listen, we're here, bro. I'm happy to be here. It's the extra show. The show where we talk wrestling and we talk nonsense and sometimes we talk sense, but who cares, you know, like that, because it's a community thing. Shout out to everyone in the house. It's good to be here, like I said. Always feels like when I do the Monday show that I've been missing for ages, especially when there's no watch along. But then when we have a watch along, it feels like I've been there the whole time. So yeah, man, shout out to you guys in the chat. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's doing okay as we get closer to normality in life. I hope that everyone's, you know, taking care of themselves. And I'm not talking about staying away from COVID and all that business. I'm on about take care of yourself, the gym, water, nutrition, mental health. Get bad people out your life. Get the good people in. Become a better you know, like that. Let me jump to the comment section and see what everyone's saying. Let me just turn on my mouse, bro. Because, you know what I mean? These Bluetooth mouse are temperamental still, you know, like that. Might have to get the official Apple Max, the official MacBook mouse. But you know what? Apple are crooks, bro. So they ain't getting that for me. Anyway, let me jump in. Do not spam the chat because you know the vibes already. Straight in, shout out to Dro, you know the thing, Glendale in the house, California settings, you know, very Crip Killer, yeah, them gang signs there. Shout out to Brother Nero, I knew you'd come, you know, like that. Demon Team stand up, Hill Business assemble, we're here, blows that candle, you know, like that. We're here, all of that business, you know what I mean? Shout out to what's up? Hope you're well. Shout out to Elite Squad, good to see you, bro, every single time. You know them way there. Shout out to you, brother. Perfect Gaming, you know, like that. Hi, shout out to you. I see you've spammed the chat a couple of times, you know that. But I'll just stand on the screen, you know, because I respect everyone for coming out. But the how I use that spam still, you need to calm down. You wrote it about 6 times and that. Do that in real life, you'll catch a 3D or RKO out of nowhere. You know, like that. Shout out to King Courts. Demon Team settings. Gang. You know, like that. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, man, louder spamming, you know what I mean? That ain't gonna get you seen on the screen no matter. Yeah, everyone knows I give everyone a fair shout out here, you know, like that. Matt, the Grim Reaper out here. What you say, Matt? Hope you well. You know them way there. I'm here for fight. Hey, you know what? Brother Nero, tell me that you know that from back in my channel. You know what I mean? If you didn't even look in my I'm here for the violence. Hey, if anyone knows and you're an OG member, you know about I'm here for the violence. You know that gang business. Shout out to Love for Basketball. You know that I sent you a request on Xbox yesterday. Was I online yesterday? I wasn't online yesterday. I've not been online that much. I think I was online on Saturday, Fortnite settings. But of course, I'll jump on, accept you, and we'll do it, bro. We'll do it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Vince McMahon in the background. You know what I mean? Tribute to the troops and that. Shout out to Vince McMahon. You know what I mean? You're fired. All of that business. Wall carrying cross, loose the fin. No, he won't lose the fin. Keep it. Oi, legendary stuff, bro. Thank you very much for the support, man. I'm glad that everyone's here. 12 in the chat, 14 in the chat. Yeah, I'm here for it, man. Oh, he remembers I'm here for the violence. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring that intro back still. Does that say did John return? Nah, bro, it doesn't say John. You know what I mean? It says John speaks on WWE return. It doesn't say that John returned, bro. You know what I mean? Listen, if you watch Raw and SmackDown, you didn't see John Cena. Obviously, it's not back, you know, like that. But it ain't clickbait stuff, you know what I mean? I'm just bringing the news to everyone on that. We will get in Savage News very, very, very soon. You know what I mean? We'll hit that. Yeah. Shout out to everyone in the chat, man. It's good to be here, bro. Hope everyone's well, man. What's been going on in the world of wrestling? Let me say, well, we're going to get Savage North very soon. You've seen the title of the video. You've seen the thumbnail of the video. I spoke a couple of weeks ago, maybe about 5 weeks ago now. We spoke about Velveteen Dream. I think I spoke the other day saying that he was backstage. He was at Raw, not last week's Raw, the Raw before. So we knew that he was backstage. And then I spoke about him maybe 2 weeks prior to that. Then a couple of people, you know, jumped in the chat. Oh, Velveteen Dream, blah, 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 blah. So I said, I'm not going to talk on all of that. Yeah? Or that sex offender child business when nothing's been proven and he ain't said anything. He said something now has been released from the WWE, so we're definitely going to cover that. But that's the main talking part of the show, mainly because I got a few things to say on it, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'm not out here trying to protect no sex offenders and that. But what I'm saying is if I don't know a man's a sex offender, how am I supposed to talk on this and, you know, like that? Am I supposed to believe that every single person that comes out and has an allegation against someone that person's right and the wrestler's wrong, or the footballer's wrong, or the basketballer's wrong, just because they're in a position of power, I don't really think I should do that. You know what I mean? People are people, and some people are scumbags. And now, like I said, we're going to get into that for real. So, but we'll definitely do that, and then we'll do no holds barred Q&A, of course, you know, like that. And yeah, man, we'll chop it up. You know what I mean? So, see anyone else saying in the chat? Carrion should lose. No possible opponents in the main roster. Core rules lacking. No. Carrion Cross isn't going to lose. That would derail him. He's not been back that long from his shoulder injury. He beat Finn in one main event. That's it. That's the only main event match he's had. So, about to turn heel, you know, like that. Oh, hey, big business. I make YouTube videos. Matt Grim Reaper makes YouTube videos. You heard it here, guys. Shout out to Matt. Go check out his channel. I'll check it out after Matt, you know, like that. If I don't, sometimes it's just because I forget stuff. I never intentionally don't watch people's videos or all that stuff. Literally, if someone's like, you know what I mean, telling me to watch something, like send it to my Instagram. Hugo the Savage, Pro Wrestling Savage, you know the vibes already. But I will check it out, bro. Let me know what you do on your channel, you know, like that. I'm all about love on this channel. I'm supporting anyone, you know what I mean? I've got, I like to think in the grand scheme of YouTube, I've got a small following, but in terms of people, it's still kind of big. You know what I mean? 10,000 plus people can fill out a stadium. You know what I mean? If you see a basketball stadium, you can fill out a stadium. So it's still a lot of people. So if I can help you guys reach a wider audience, I will do that, of course, obviously. You know what I mean? I'm out here charging people like some people, you know, like that. But yeah, man, let me know what you do, bro. Giovanni, I see background of the TV. You watch old fight. Yeah. Tribute to the Troops 2003. Vince McMahon in the ring at the moment. I think that's a great thing. What WWE really tribute to the Troops. I really do. You know what I mean? I'm not from the USA. I've got cousins and aunties and family. I've got family in the USA. I was about to just go through the whole thing. I've got family in the USA. And you know what I mean? I kind of like the how patriotic Americans are. Sometimes it goes too far. You know what I mean? Sometimes it gets a bit too arrogant, but I like it. And the thing they put on for their troops and stuff, it's nice, man. It's nice. You know what I mean? They need to, you know what I mean, take care of the troops when they're home and they're older, though, because too many homeless troops and that. But yeah, man, it's one of them. I like it. Tribute to the Troops is a small thing they can put on, but it's nice. It's free for the troops as well. They don't pay for anything. They get free wrestling gear and stuff like that, and get to chop it up with the wrestling done. I like it. It's cool, man. Still trying to reach 100 subs so I can do that stream. Shout out to Love for Basketball. Yeah, man. We'll chop it up a bit more, bro. You know what I mean? If you want to need more advice, ask me in on Instagram. Don't just send me the videos, because like it's not gonna help your channel me just watching it. You know what I mean? All I can do is I can you know what I mean? I can shout you out on here. But you know what I mean? I would rather help you with your channel and just help you push it yourself. You know what I mean? There's certain things I told you. There's certain things that I think you can touch on that. I watched the whole basketball video, the one in the park. I thought it was a good video. Literally, just need to sort out the angles of the video because it's from the floor and get some music behind it and a few cut scenes and that. Bro, it's sorted, bro. Honestly, so I'm here for that, man. Shout out to you, Joe. I did say hello to you already, bro. I know you put it in the chat a couple of times, but you was the first person I said hello to on the chat, to be honest, bro. Shout out to Jeff Samuel. Shout out to you, bro. Sup, Savage. It's love, bro. I love how you can just accuse people of something these days and take everyone's word for it. You know, like that. Oh, CEO of the Hill Business in the chat. I didn't even know he's here, bro. You know, like that. Shout out to you, bro. We're going to chop that up very soon. We'll probably do that before we do the rest of the Savage News, or we'll do the other way around. But let me just finish these comments and then we'll get into that. Raw needs some call-ups. Yeah, I don't think it works like that, though. You know what I mean? I think I think when the fans are back, we know the date now. Shout out to me, because I actually said the news before anyone else did. You know that. You seen it on last week's live stream. It wasn't anywhere else, and then I put it in the chat. And then the days after, Instagram started taking it and that. So shout out to me. But they might as well do a superstar shake-up when the fans are back. There's no point doing it before. You know what I mean? Get the fans back July 16th, I think it is, or 17th. Well, it's the same. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock in the morning in England. So, and then Stone Cold. Vince McMahon has never been able to sell a stunner in his life. Anyway, so we know when they're going to be back. We know that SummerSlam's always around August time, so I would do the Superstar Shake-Up around that. I would do it after just the Raw and SmackDown after SummerSlam, or the Raw. Don't do the Raw and SmackDown before SummerSlam. Actually, ruin the stories and that. WWE Tough Enough is lit. Tough Enough was dope, man. I played 2K20. Hey, you know, like that. 2K20, man. It's the worst WWE game there's been, but I tried to play as much as I could, and then when I realized 2K weren't bringing out another one, I just gave up, you know, like that. I heard Miz ACL injury isn't hard hope. I mean, if it's a proper ACL injury, then he's out for sure. If it's just a knock or something, then he'll be fine. I don't see what Ella and I went to NXT, man. Build your own show, right? Yeah, I agree with you, bro. That was a bad move because he's had such a when he was in TNA and stuff like that, bro. I would say that he's been out there so much. It was like, I mean, to be fair, I get exactly what I agree with you, but from the WWE point of view, they did the same thing with Samoa Joe. You know what I mean? So I expect it from them, but I do agree with you. To get more views, do videos less than 1 minute. I ain't doing no videos less than 1 minute. I don't do this for the views. You must be crazy, bro. I just do it because I want to do it. I don't care about, like, when I tell people to like and subscribe and that, I don't want you to subscribe if you're not going to watch my videos, and you know what I mean, you're not part of the wrestling community. If you just got to subscribe for the sake of it, then you know what I mean, I don't need a, you know what I mean, whenever that day comes when I get a YouTube plaque, because it will come, I'm sure of that. If not on this channel, on my other channel. It's just a plaque, isn't it? I'm sure it'll be a nice moment, and it'll be like you know what I mean, stuff that I've gone through in my personal life and stuff. It'll be personal to me, but it won't be massive. You know what I mean? You get that plaque, you don't get more money or anything like that. You just, it is what it is. So I don't do it for the views, bro. It's all for the love of wrestling. I love. You don't understand. This is why we have these debates. This is why I come on here and do these streams every week and do the reaction videos every day. Is because I love wrestling, bro. I've loved it my whole life, and yeah, man. So there's not much I can do there. So. Savage, do you know A and B wrestling? Bro, you taking the mic, bro. We've had them on the channel loads of times. You know like that, man. That's family right there, bro. That's wrestling family. Speak about that. Donald, you trolling me, bro. It's literally the title of the video. It's literally the title of the video, bro. So how you feel about Rick Boones and Nakamura? Oh, hey, man, Rick Boones, bro. Listen, I can't talk about what's going to happen going forward, but just for that, just for what happened on SmackDown, I liked it. It was dope. It looks like John Cena versus Reigns happened at SummerSlam. I called it ages ago, man. I think, you know what I mean? That's a shout. It's a shout. I remember the first one of Vince got flipped over. Yeah, it was terrible, bro. Bro, did I tell you that a YouTuber in our channel? I have no idea what you're talking about. What's love? Here for the stream new. Hey, Zen. I see you late to the stream, so I'm guessing you was on, Sonya's Instagram. Allow it, bro. Demon team first. Oh, no. No Ben Waller on the screen, bro. Allow that. Yeah, man. This, yeah. Hey, none of that business. Bro, I have no idea who that is. Savage turning on drove that. You know the vibes. Anyway, let's get into the talk, man. Let's go Savage wrestling news. Man, to the Christians from Baghdad, like that. Savage wrestling news. So where is Edge? That's the first one we're going to cut into. Guys, let me know if my screen goes off when I do this, because I've got some notes up on the screen from what I took down earlier. A lot of light work, like that. But yeah, where's Edge? Well, like I said to you before, I'm bringing this news to you only because I remember saying this the whole time before and no one was listening to me. And I said that I knew that Edge signed a part-time contract. It wasn't a Legends contract like what Mark Henry and that had back in the day. We're going to speak on Mark Henry too. But it was a part-time contract. So he wasn't there to show up every time. It was almost the same contract to what Brock Lesnar was on. The only thing with Brock is he just really didn't want to, he really didn't want to turn up and stuff like that. So, but Edge is fine. He's not injured. He's good, man. And to be fair, it probably gives him a little bit more time to even work on himself, because obviously we know that he made that Royal Rumble return the first year, had that greatest wrestling match ever with Randy Orton, tore his tricep, and then he was out again for ages. So maybe he still needs to work on himself anyway. So I'm all right for that, man. That's not a problem. But that's where Edge is. On to news from John Cena. Literally, he had an interview. They were talking about his return, and he was talking about the company. Quite interesting thing, to be fair. We're not going to talk about John Cena, the wrestler, as such, in terms of what he's done in the ring, and that we already know what he does, what John Cena's done in the company and stuff. But he was basically saying that he was reciting what's happened. He was on about like he fought The Rock 2 WrestleManias back to back, and they were both main events. And then the next WrestleMania after that, he was in the mid card, and he said that he's been pushed back back towards the beginning of the card ever since. But he was basically saying that it was his choice. It wasn't a WWE choice. It wasn't a Vince McMahon choice. It was his choice to try and help certain talent and stuff like that. Which I guess from the stuff from back in the day with all that burial business and that, it's great stuff. He obviously had the stuff with Rusev. He had the thing with Undertaker, and obviously everyone's going to say, well, you're not helping out the Undertaker. Well, you got to remember at the time, Undertaker was missing, bro. You know what I mean? He was missing in action. So that match was terrible, by the way. But yeah, he was talking about that and basically said if the storyline's right and the narrative's right in WWE, he's ready to return. He said he wants to see the fans back. He said he's ready to come back. He's obviously got prior engagements in terms of Hollywood and stuff right now, Fast and Furious, Suicide Squad and all that stuff. But basically saying that he's ready, bro. So, and John Cena stays ready in terms of his body and stuff like that. So I called I said last year that I think we'll get, I don't know about the Brock Lesnar thing, but we'll definitely John Cena versus Roman. I can see it. And especially after what I mean, to be fair, when they had that back and forth last time and they'd done them promos and stuff, when they had the match, Roman beat him in it. So it's not like he needs to get his own back, but it would be cool to see Roman speak to John Cena now, because everyone said that John Cena owned Roman Reigns on that Raw. I didn't, and I don't know if I was being biased. I thought that it was the best Roman Reigns promo we've seen up till then, but John Cena's just really good on the mic. So obviously he dropped the steroid line and that didn't help. But yeah, that's it for John Cena. Mark Henry is getting closer to his in-ring return. Now, obviously, he still works with WWE and stuff like that, and I think he has a Legends contract anyway, but he's an older man now. You know what I mean? Same age as around like the Big Show's age and all that stuff like that. So he's not old man, but he's an older man. And he wants dropping some weight now. In the last couple of months, he's dropped 80 pounds. And he put a tweet up saying 20 more to go with a picture of himself. And he looks good, man. He looks good. I'm never expecting to see Mark Henry shredded, but he looks good. You know what I mean? He looks like the shape of the old Mark Henry. I think he weighs less now than he did as Hall of Pain Mark Henry, which is dope, because that Mark Henry is my favorite Mark Henry. And it's sexual. Oh, yeah. You know, like that. So there's that. And then we got, you see on the bottom of the screen now, first of all, we're going to have a little section on Owen Hart, yeah, because I'm not just going to skip past the legend, you know, the man, the myth, the icon. Yeah. So, first of all, R.I.P. to Owen Hart. Obviously, it was his, it always feels weird saying anniversary when it's talking about someone's death, but it was the anniversary of his death, the 22nd anniversary, not long ago. I think it's a couple of days now, or 2 days or something like that. So, obviously, all the wrestlers were posting their sentiments on Owen Hart and talking about, let me see who's on the screen, man. Hey, old school Sean Benjamin, you know, like that. Anyway, they were speaking on Owen Hart and sharing stories about Owen Hart and such, and I thought it was great. So the thing is with the chat, I don't know if there's not a point to ask me what was you doing on the day Owen Hart passed away. Do you remember it? Because most of the people in the chat are not old enough to remember it or wasn't born. That's my guess. I remember the Owen Hart thing vividly. Like, I remember it. It's kind of crazy because I think I was 9 at the time, 9 or 10. I think I was 9. Yeah, it was over the edge, wasn't it? It was over the edge. And I remember the whole thing vividly. I remember being so confused. And at the time, obviously, you can imagine in the 90s at that age, wrestling to me is everything. Like, there's nothing scripted in wrestling. I don't know anything like that. So I just remember the advert being on longer than it was because I watched this promo before. I had watched Godfather speak as well. And I think Val Venus as well. So I remember going to make a drink, coming back, and then the screen was just on because obviously the UK taping is different to the one in America. But you know when it shows the vignette and then it shows the graphic of what match is coming up next, like they still do now. It was just stuck on the screen. with the blue blazer. And I was like, I don't understand what the hell's going on. But then it went to JR and the King. And even at that age, I could see on JR's face that I'll never forget the look on his face. He looked, and I'm sure now you can go on YouTube and see the video of when he announces it. I remember being so confused, and then when he said this is not part of the show or not part, I was like, what is he talking about? Because to me, that then everything's part of the show. Like, it's a show, but it's all real. And then it was like, there's been an incident, blah, blah, blah. Then obviously it went away for a bit. And then you can tell that they'd got the news in their ears. And the camera angle, what we got from the commentary section was, it was almost like the screen was froze, but you could tell the worry on King's face, because he looks like he couldn't, obviously, in terms of like professionalism on the mic, JR's better. So you could see King was almost looking to like, yo, JR, you need to say something, but I'm in shock. And obviously you can imagine that, you know what I mean? I think not long before that, still 90s, 93 and 94 and all that stuff, there was loads of stuff with the King and the Hart and stuff like that. So I remember just feeling a bit mad. And then he announced that Owen Hart passed away, but he kept saying it. He kept saying, ladies and gentlemen, Owen Hart's passed away. Owen Hart has died. This is not part of the show. This is not part of our normal scheduling. Bro, I have to be honest, bro. I have to be honest. It made me feel weird for a little bit, but because it didn't. Oh my God, bro! This geezer. Listen, I can't. Because like I said, it was full kayfabe to me back then, and the show went on. I just assumed that it was all lies. I didn't know that he was, and obviously there's no social media back then, so I didn't know he was actually died until he got to, which was the night after Monday Night Raw. I think it's Monday Night Raw when, obviously, the Rock's my favorite wrestler of all time. The Rock came out, and he cut a promo. You lot can go on the network. It's still on there. I'm sure it's still on there. The Raw after Owen Hart died, which is like it would be this day. Oh damn, it would be this day, 22 years ago. And The Rock comes out, and it's got R.I.P. Owen on the screen. Obviously, when the people came out. And you know the wrestlers were clapping and stuff like that. Still oblivious. I'm 9 years old. Then The Rock came out with his. I think he was WWE champion at the time, or Intercontinental. I think he was WWE champion. Got into the ring and cut a promo, but the promo he cut was to Owen, but like to Owen Hart, who was dead. And then I realized, like, oh. And in my head, it's still like kayfabe, but just mean that he's actually died though. So within the story, he's dead, and he's actually dead. And then I realized, and yeah, man, made me feel sick, bro. Because I mean, he'd done his job for me. I was a massive Bret Hart fan, wasn't I? At that, just before that, and so when they had the feud, Owen Hart and Bret, I hated Owen Hart with all my heart, bro. I hated him, and it was because I was meant to. You know what I mean? It wasn't like it was kind of like if I wasn't a Roman fan and Roman was in the 90s and he was against The Rock or someone, I hate Roman Reigns as well. That's how good at his job he was. And all that stuff with the Hart Foundation, the feud, and then when he beat Bret, I hated him. Then he joined the Nation and I loved him. And you already know I do it on the channel all the time, bro. That intro is enough, and it's time for change. Oi. That Owen Hart, yeah? Listen, loved it all black. Got rid of the pink and I think it was like black with a yellow striping around it. And that was my guy, man. And I thought he was great in the ring anyway. Because I was actually shocked. Once he got to fight Bret, I realized how good he was. Before that, he was kind of like mid-card on it, let's be honest. So he would be around it. If he was around now, he'd be Intercontinental around that picture, which back then's massive. And he was, I think, European champion as well a couple of times. And I remember being tag team champions with Yokozuna as well, and because Yokozuna had beef with Bret, yeah, I remember I hated him so much, man. That's back when I thought that Yokozuna was Japanese. I did not know he was Samoan until he died, I think. But yeah, man, I realized Owen is so good. There's people in the chat now who haven't watched any Owen Harts, people in the chat who haven't gone back and watched Owen Hart, because obviously it's not your fault when you was born. And sometimes it's hard to go back and watch old wrestling when it's not about the promos and it's in ring. But I promise you, go back and watch Owen Hart wrestle. Owen Hart now, so good in the ring, bro. Like that Hart family produced good wrestlers. I mean, we're not talking about Natty still, but they produce top wrestlers, bro. And I thought the man was incredible. And growing up and watching back, thought he's incredible. You guys already know about my granddad's love for wrestling, and he used to talk about Owen Hart being great all the time. And my granddad used to have these tapes. What he got, I don't know where he got them from. And it was like, I don't know if, thinking back now, I don't know if it was New Japan or if it was something else, but I remember seeing, I think it was Owen Hart versus Thunder Liger. Bro, great. You know, like that. So that's it, man. So that's it to Owen Hart, to Brett, to Natty, to TJ, to all of the Hart Foundation, the family, to Owen's wife, Martha. I can't remember the names of the kids. I don't want to butcher that. R.I.P. Owen. He's not forgotten in wrestling. He never will be. Not from us wrestling fans anyway. He's dope. Everything about the geezer was dope. And obviously, if you watch documentaries, if you watch the Dark Side of the Ring documentary, is really sad, but you do get an insight to what he was like as a man as well. And no one's ever said a bad word about Owen, even when he broke Austin's neck. Austin still never said he was a bad person. Now, obviously, you can see on the chat there, it says Owen Hart AEW Hall of Fame. Now, this isn't me throwing random stuff out. This is from Jericho himself. So I'm going to read a statement from Jericho, because basically Jericho says that Owen Hart should never go into the WWE Hall of Fame, but he possibly should go into New Japan or AEW, because his effect he's had on the business, his influence on the business has never gone away, and he that he just should be in some kind of Hall of Fame, but not the WWE one. Now, Jericho wasn't throwing shade at WWE even this. He's basically saying that if you've watched the Dark Side of the Ring documentary, you'll know why. Martha's always says she doesn't want his name in anything to do with the WWE, because she blames them for certain things. Even if she's not blaming individuals, she's blaming, you know what I mean? It's still a company. You know what I mean? We already talked about this before. It's still a company no matter what happens. You know what I mean? If a McDonald's employee stabs someone, it doesn't mean everyone at McDonald's is a scumbag. And it doesn't mean everyone in America or Japan or somewhere in another McDonald's is a scumbag. It just means that, yeah, I mean, you associate that company with the death of your husband. So I understand it and 100% agree. And, you know, I mean, I get all of that. So he's saying that because they've got an influence on all wrestlers, and obviously Jericho's Canadian. Well, if I'm from Winnipeg, then of course, you know what I mean, he's had a massive influence on him. I think Kevin Owens' name's Kevin Owens because of Owen Hart. The Owens part is from Owen Hart, if you didn't know that. And the reason why Kevin Owens' son is actually, his real name is Owen, is because of Owen Hart. That's how much of an influence it's had on people. So R.I.P. Owen Hart. I think Jericho said it well there. I'd love to see him in the WWE Hall of Fame personally, because obviously that's where his peers were wrestling. But at least just put him in the Hall of Fame somewhere. I would like that, just for wrestling's sake. You know what I mean? Loads of people were in WCW and not in WWE, and I know WWE brought them, but they're still in the Hall of Fame. So R.I.P. Owen Hart. We're done with Savage news, apart from the topic of the video, Velveteen Dream. So let me get into the comment section. I'll read your comments and then we'll talk the Dream. Sorry if I missed any of your chat. If I end up missing it, just throw it back in. I'll go back from when Zen came into the chat. Yo, Savage, guessing right. Bayville, IG, you know, like that. Oh, you love it, you do. Why WWE doesn't try to re-sign Brock Lesnar? Because it's a lot of money. They just got rid of loads of people. The reports came out saying that they got rid of the NXT stars down to money. And Brock Lesnar's money that gets paid on one appearance can pay for their wages for most of the year. So, I don't, you know what I mean? Yeah, he loves it. He loves it, Morris. Also, dope logo, brother. Oi, big, you know, like that. I think Jason will turn on Jimmy Uso next week, and they will face each other at Hell in a Cell. Yeah, I said the same thing. After he killed Nexus, the least he can do. Yeah, you're right on that. Just referring to John Cena. Genius remain WrestleMania Hollywood, the greatest holiday star from WWE after The Rock. Yeah, I agree with the Hollywood star thing, although up until now, you know what I mean? Listen, Batista, whether he's the better actor or not, man, is Drax So, and he's been in Endgame. So at the moment, John Cena's he's third to Batista. How about that? Anyway, it shouldn't. I don't think he should main event. He ain't. You know what I mean? He's taking spots off somebody else. So, Uso versus Street Profits next week. Yep, that's coming on SmackDown. They've already announced that match. I think that Street Profits will win the match. I think that something's going to happen in that match between them two. Shout out to Star Nightfall. Shout out to you. Mark Henry should put over Keith Lee. No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. He's worked with Keith Lee loads. He spoke to him and stuff. He shouldn't put. That's like. I know you're not saying it, but I can easily see that because they're both big and black that they should put each other over. Nah, that's not the vibe. Because what? They don't even share anything. You know what I mean? Apart from the fact that they're both big and black. Have you seen the moves what Keith Lee does in the ring compared to Mark? Come on now. Tribute to the true ones, you know, like that. Mark Henry versus Bobby Lashley. Oh yeah, Hall of Pain though. Hall of Pain. I cried, man. Absolutely tragic. I'll never forget JR's face. It was a killer, bro. It was a killer. I think I became a bit obsessed with it once I became a teenager, because obviously it was the birth of the proper internet, and I was trying to search stuff, and you know what I mean. I wasn't a sick in the head kid, but I was so fascinated by stuff that if somebody died, I wanted to see the video of how they died because I didn't believe stuff. And then when I realized that he had hit the turnbuckle and stuff, and then I seen the picture of him on the stretcher, that's when I realized that. I thought I wanted to see it, but when I seen that, I didn't. It was sickening. Yep, R.I.P.'s in the chat. I love that. R.I.P. Owen. Love it, man. Shout out to you guys in the chat, man. I know some of you dipped off when I started talking about Owen Hart, man. You pieces of shit. You know what I mean? It was on like 20. It was like 20 people in the stream. Should have started talking about Owen Hart. Man dipped off. You know what I mean? Have some respect, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Big facts. I met Savio Vega and asked him about Owen. He said was a great person and a family man. Hey, dope. And I see that old picture of Edge, you know, like that. You think you know me. You think you know me. Yeah, you thought I was going to do the... Yeah, I was doing the original one. I remember Edge debuted that, man. And then... Oi, the Brood was gangster, bro. Man out there spitting blood. How all right, yo, shout out to Gangrel and them, man. Shout out to Kevin in the chat. Hope you well, bro. You know, like that. Did you remember Alex Riley 2011 Craft understood to the music? Yeah, but I thought Alex Riley. I didn't like him. I don't know what it was. R.I.P. Owen, big facts. In my opinion, at Payback, Roman should have won the WWE Championship and the Fiend remained as Universal Championship. Were good, and the Fiend's character would have affected. Possibly. Did you see Talking Smack this week? Yeah, episode was dope, man. Yeah, we're not, bro. Sorry, but like, it's not her fault. It's a lot to live up to the Hart family. Like, it's what it is, man. The dungeon and that. I love Owen. My favorite pay-per-view match ever, Brett and Owen Cage match for WWE. You know the vibes, man, because that's the match I was talking about, man. Hurt my feelings, though, bro. I have to say, hurt my damn feelings. Owen Hart he does deserve to be commemorated somewhere. So did you watch Talking Smack Heyman and Nakamura recording? Yeah, I did. Shout out to you, Jason. Did you see that's the Black Post Twitter? I agree with Owens. The Hall of Fame with Jericho saying AEW means that Owen Hart paid the way. Hey, man, this geezer is just part of wrestling history, bro. And I don't care where he gets put in the Hall of Fame. He just should be in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? If Biggie and I swear P. Diddy's in the Rock Hall of Fame, and the hip hop, then he can be in the AEW Hall of Fame. Speaking of Batista, Hugo, we've seen Arm of the Dead. Oi, it's all right, you know. It's all right, you know. I watched it yesterday with my missus, bro. Listen, and the way it ended, you know, there's a number 2 coming. Yeah, shout out to Ghost, James St. Patrick, Amari Hardwick. Yeah, all right. Oi, you know, like that gang business. Yeah. Whilst I was having agreed, Hart Dynasty is called that for a reason. The Dungeon Trainer was a whole other level, even Natty, technically speaking. A and B, you know, it's love, you know, like that. Yeah, you know what I meant with the Natty thing. It's I don't know how to say this, because if I say anything too much, you know, these men in the chat will come for Natty still. But and I met her as well. I met her in Superdrug England, and she was lovely to me. But the thing is with Natty, and I've seen her train and stuff, and I've seen her technical side of wrestling. But for some reason, in the last, 5 years, she just refuses to put it into the match, and everything seems a bit slow or sloppy. And it's not me picking on that because I said this about a few people. I said that when Ember Moon came back, since she's been back, she seems a bit sloppy, whereas before she seemed very sharp. There's a lot of that going on. There's nothing wrong with wrestling slow if your character does it, but don't try and wrestle fast and then make it look sloppy because it's a problem then. I mean, Roman wrestles really slow, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, it's all love, man. It's all love in the chat. You know, like that. Oh, listen, the wrestling community is dope, bro. When you speak to the right people. A and B, wrestling family for life. Oh, listen, you know, beautiful people. That's what I'm about, man. R.I.P. Owen, can't start listening to Owen's Nation. Oi, enough is enough, and it's time for change. Oi, listen, stop the foolishness. Oi, shout out to Fingy as well, man. You know what I mean? Jim Johnson, man. He ain't been in WWE since 2017, innit? And you can tell because some of the theme songs are trash. Big facts on my phone right now, every day in the gym. I have at least 13 plus WWE songs on my rock playlist, which I listen to every day in the gym. You know what I mean? So fascinated by Chris Death. I was always searching it when I was younger. Still can't believe it to this day. If you're talking about that guy's death, I ain't gonna talk about that still. But I know what you mean because I was fascinated back then too. But yeah, my guy, you doing? Hey, Andreas, you know like that? What you saying, bro? Long time no see. What did you thoughts on Natalia and Tamina? Natalia and Tamina finally winning the gold. You don't want my views on this, but what I will say is I was happy for Tamina. That's the main thing. But the women's tag team titles just don't seem important. And I hope, I want to be wrong. I hope they make it feel important because that's what Tamina did in the ring. She made it seem, we know that the crying was due to never winning any title, but she made it look very important to her. Let's see what happens after that because what happened was they won it and then the week after, Shayna and Naira again on board, you know, like that. So it might not even be their fault, but yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to Miles Jackson in the chat. Love, bro. Then Amari killed it. Oh, hey, listen. He did. He's a bad boy actor, man. I told my missus this. Once I finished watching Power, and I've watched it, I think I've watched Power back from start to finish 4 times now. Maybe 3, I think 4 times. Honestly, people, the acting from Ghost is legendary, bro. It's legendary. Thomas is a bit meh, but because I like Thomas so much, it doesn't matter. But shout out Julio as well because he went out like a G. But Amari Hardwick, bro, his acting is levels, bro. Levels. If Heyman would have booked Alistair now, he would be WWE champion by SummerSlam. I don't agree with that, but I was only surprised that Zeus was a character. It was dope. It was dope. That's what I said. What happened to Ember Moon? She's better than Asuka. Yeah, Ember just got sloppy. I don't know what. You know what I mean? Seth Rollins might bang average rest people. A great all-time remarkable babyface, mediocre heel, bland promo free. Oh, listen, you can't be calling Seth a waste of space. That's crazy. Kevin Owens is one of the most full. Yeah, I met Kevin Owens as well. He's a lovely guy, man. Asuka be WWE champion because she wins all the championship. And Asuka's last title reign wasn't very good. Tamina 24/7 title. Wait a minute, does she go? Nah, I just miscalled you by accident. My bad, bro. Come on now. Woman tag team felt important. It felt kind of important. Yeah, you know what? They made it feel important to them, but when it didn't feel important to me that much to me. But that was only because the pandemic hadn't, you know what I mean? It hadn't sorted itself out yet. The way with the Thunderdome and stuff like that. But they were great with it. They went to every brand and defended it and went to NXT, and that's what I want from the title. But Amari played Ghost right in Power. Yeah, he did. He did play Ghost in Power. All right, man. Let's get into the dream, and then from there we'll go into Q&A, and then we'll finish up. We'll finish up on around an hour. So yeah, the Velveteen Dream. Now, don't spam the chat while I'm talking about the Velveteen Dream because you know I want to be able to read everyone's stuff. Let me just get to Andreas' thing, bro. I'm ashamed to tell you this, but today is my birthday. Do you think you can wish me happy birthday? And another topic. Yeah, I agree. I'm so happy for Tamina. They should. What do you mean? You're ashamed to say, bro? It's all love. Happy birthday to Andreas. You know, like that. Everyone in the chat, spam happy birthday to Andreas or spam a birthday cake or some candles. Shout out to you, bro. Never have to say you're ashamed or not. Demon team member for life, gang business. You know the vibes. Happy birthday to you. It's love. Chat, show him the love. You know, like that. Him and Don both got that's the push Bobby divorce storyline. This and that. Bobby, on top, right? Nobody remembers. Agreed. It was terrible. SummerSlam Car Room versus Becky versus Rhea, Lesnar versus Lashley, Jinder versus Drew. Man, that's in a dream world, yeah. But you know what I mean? The way they've been treating them big boy pay-per-views lately, I can't see it happening. But I'm here for the Usos versus Dominic and Ray, you know, like that. I want to get into WWE as a guest and get hit in the back of the chair and sell it so bad. Oh my god. Hey, look at that, man. Look at the chat, Andreas, bro. You see the love. You see the love. All right, for real now, let me talk about Velveteen Dream because, you know what I mean? So, here's the point in the video and you see the vibes in that already, you know what I mean? So, Velveteen Dream. So, listen, like I said, I chose not to speak on the Velveteen Dream before because wanted for more information. I told everyone, stop spamming the rubbish about the Velveteen Dream. Twitter for the Velveteen Dream has been a toxic place the last how many months, bro? Honestly. This geezer gets grilled on there every day, even when the topic's not about him. The reason why I didn't want to talk about it because, you know, I heard what the offense was. Now, I'd seen the news when it came out at the time. I saw the screenshots and I saw the posts from the alleged victim. And then as soon as I seen that, you know, some things started to look a bit dodgy. Some things looked a bit like made up. And you know how fans are. If you know, I mean, if they want to find something out, they will jump in and find stuff out. So, I'm not going to go through the whole statement what he put out because it's pointless. But he did go into detail, and we can only give our opinions, and that's all it can ever be. It can only be opinions because never going to know the 100% facts. But I saw the evidence at the time. It looked a bit shady to me. Mainly because I was like, it's got a global face and a global brand. It's not massive, but it's still pretty big. And it was in America and in Florida, where you know what I mean, where the performance center is and stuff like that. So I'm like, surely if this guy does anything this dodgy, he's gonna get found out instantly. That doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like a smart move from any form of life. You know what I mean, to do that. Now, I was thinking like young boys apparently was talking to, I think they were ages 17, I think. You know what I mean? I'm not going to speak on the victim or call them whatever. They did, like some things, people ask questions and then I've seen Twitters get deleted and stuff. You know what I mean? Velveteen Dream spoke on two people. And one of the alleged victims, from what I've seen and what he said he was messaging, because basically what they tried to make out, like Velveteen Dream was asking the guy's height, the boy's height, what school he goes to, and all this stuff, but that person didn't post the stuff before. So it just looked like Velveteen was asking weird questions. Then you see what Velveteen Dream said, and he was on about like the kid was asking the wrestling advice on stuff like that. And he was asking what's your stature and stuff and how you need to get into shape and do all these things to become a wrestler. And then there was the other kid who Velveteen Dream, I think he said he met at a meet and greet. And then they got like Carol speaking online. You know how fans speak to people and that people have, you know what I mean, have friends online and things like that. And then I think they said that the kid wanted to become a wrestler and got injured. I think he got like a head injury or something like that. He lost contact with the kid around 2018, I think he said, or something like that. And then the kid started to act a bit weird. And then from there, you saw what come out, man. And obviously, I'm not gonna give the name of the blog, because I don't want people to do this to wrestlers. It's not fair. But there's a blog page where people have tracked down people's iClouds and stuff who are WWE stars from like naked pictures and things like that. And they've put it on that blog and then people have took them pictures off. So the picture what they had at the time of Velveteen Dream exposing himself was a picture taken from his, you know what I mean, what he'd been hacked into and been taken from. And they put it up as if he said all these comments and then sent a picture of this to this kid. And obviously, I mean, I know certain people in it, so I wanted to make sure before I spoke on it, was that thing right? Was the blog right and stuff? Because I don't want to go on there and see naked pictures of WWE stars and that. It's an invasion of privacy, and it's a bit nasty, to be honest. You know what I mean? We've seen this happen with Paige and stuff before. Charlotte, Victoria. So you know what I mean? And yeah, what he said was right. You know what I mean? He was telling the truth on that part. And obviously now he doesn't have a job with the WWE. They've released him, and yeah, I don't think I've seen a lot of people saying about like his character and stuff like that, but that was it was terrible to say that, because what does him being weird as a that's like saying we know that Goldust, there's something wrong with him because of how he used to react in the ring. Goldust ain't like that in real life, bro. You know what I mean? So my thing on is there's no proof. He's not been arrested. WWE didn't get rid of him straight away. They put him in a storyline. Now, when it was Enzo, they got rid of him straight away, and after that, they found out that Enzo was telling the truth as well. And same thing happened. People jumped in. People can delete their tweets and that, but I can get them back. People jumped in saying Enzo was this guy and that guy, and I said at the time, let's just wait and see what happens. Because people are saying that these wrestlers are weird. Other people are weird too, and if they don't get their own way, I promise things go left. I've had it. I'm not a massive YouTuber. I'm not massive on Instagram at all. I don't even use it most of the time. And I've had people send me weird shit, like weird pictures and stuff, and instant deleting, yeah, because like that. But I can imagine that if that person came onto this stream and I didn't answer their comment or something like that, and they made up a story about me because I didn't want to engage in whatever they said, or if it was a woman, I was like, I have a girlfriend, and you know what I mean, I'm not into any of that business. Or as a geezer, I'm like, I'm not gay, I'm not into any of that business. Someone just comes out and says, you know what, you go to Savage the pedophile, bro. I've had enough of him. When all I've done is just delete something or say I'm not interested. So for me, in the wrestling standpoint, this geezer, it's a waste of talent. And if he's done nothing, and my opinion is I don't feel like he has, but if he has, I told everyone already, if he has, send him to the gulag, innit? But if he hasn't, I've said this many occasions, when I was looking at that roster on NXT, not the people who are already done, you know, the Adam Coles and that, they're already cemented, but I looked at Velveteen Dream and Pete Dunne, and I said, these are the two biggest stars of the future, because that, you know what I mean? And that whole like Prince gimmick, he even spoke on that. He said that he didn't know who Prince was until the day he died, and that's when they started coming up with the gimmick and stuff like that. And he actually said that the reason why he didn't speak out at the time is because he still had his contract with WWE and stuff like that. And he said the way the Prince gimmick was, he's trying to keep kayfabe the whole time. And he said once they realized that he was going to lose his job, they can speak about it now. So, but all I'm saying is, any victims of them kind of things, listen, no one deserves that. No one deserves to be taken advantage of or anything like that. But to the liars, we need the same energy for them, because I'm fed up of it. Like that woman who done that to Enzo lied about it, and he lost his WWE job. And it ruined his reputation. And you know, Enzo's got his reputation back, kind of, but it doesn't matter. There's always going to be people out there who still call Enzo a rapist or something like that. It doesn't matter what happens, and that's how dangerous it is. So I hope that, yeah, I don't know. If he's done nothing, I want nothing but like good stuff for the kid. And yeah, man, hopefully he can move on that and maybe find some solace in finding another wrestling company and that. Because obviously we had that thing where the speaking out movement towards not just WWE stars, wrestling stars in general. A lot of geezers were taking advantage of the women in the locker room and that, and I don't condone that at all. Like, honestly, that's a punch in the face move. And any geezer who knew about it, just let their friends or colleagues do it, they should get punched up as well. So I don't condone any of that. But people had that energy for some of them guys for a day or two and then was fine about it. I think I remember Jordan Devlin at the time having to make an apology. And he would say that he'd done what they said he was doing. And it's fine, you know what I mean? Cruiserweight matches and that. So yeah, that's what I think about the dream, man. The main thing is that it just seems like the main thing is no one was hurt. You know what I mean? No one was sexually abused. No, so I'm really glad about that. And just no one was hurt. But potentially a man's career is ruined, his reputation forever is ruined. So to everyone in the chat, anyone who's watching, please be careful when you speak on these things. Jump into conclusions. Because I seen Twitter that night when he had been released, and I just seen the slander, like ridiculous. And now it's spoken out. When you go back on Twitter, all these same people, you know what, Velveteen, we agreed, we knew that you weren't. Listen, people are scumbags, but let me jump into the chat. And then, and then we'll go, man. So listen, no holds barred Q&A, last 8 minutes. Ask me what you want, and we'll get it. It doesn't matter what it is. If I don't want to answer it, I just won't answer it, but we'll speak on it. Let's get it. People calling this man a pedo with no evidence. I don't get it. People were making EDP jokes about him on Twitter. It's a bad place. See, that's the thing. EDP got caught in the act. I watched the whole video, and this geezer acted like a bitch in the video. Damn near was crying when he thought the police were going to get called. Drove off, went home, and made a video calling people pussies and stuff like that. Anyone who supports that EDP, yeah, I mean that obese waste man, yeah. Anybody talking about he went out there to make cupcakes and that dickhead. Anyone who supports him, get off my channel now, because he got caught in the act, bro. And you know what I mean? So it's lucky that the girl wasn't real. She wasn't real because, you know what I mean, there was people. This honestly, nasty business, bro. But yeah, it's mad. Twitter's dead anyway. I've got a Twitter, but I told you I use it to get news and stuff like that. So yeah. May everyone remain peaceful during the pandemic. Big facts. It's love, man. And it was always weird from start. I'm not gonna jump on that business, bro, because you got no evidence of the guy being weird apart from the fact that his character was doing the Prince thing, and that's a character. I watched him on Tough Enough, bro. He just seemed like a excited kid. I think I remember him asking Sonya Deville out in Tough Enough at the time, but apart from that, you're gonna have to show me some evidence what you've seen of him acting weird in real life, because if not, I don't want to hear it. Yeah, it's dead. Can we FI the pandemic? Pandemic's dead, isn't it? Valty Dream is incredible waste. Yeah, it is. Enzo is serious. I don't know what you mean by Enzo is serious. He had I know he had an injury on the weekend. Shout out to Enzo, man. He's back fit and that. He got knocked out from a DDT, I think it was. One of the indie videos, indie matches. So he's fine though. He put a statement out, so shout out to him. Enzo and Big Cass were cool until Big Man turned on him. Sad for that. Nah, they're friends now. They're sorted that out. They actually stopped speaking to each other in real life, and then obviously Big Cass went through his depression and alcoholism and stuff. They're friends now. Kevin Owens was so close to win on Friday. Yeah, he was. Enzo Amos. Yeah, that's what I was saying. There was a social media incident in India. One guy said to an actress that she has bigger boobs instead. She savagely replied that his mother had the same thing to milk him. Yeah, I mean, people are children, man. If people talk shit to me on social, I'm not. You know what I mean? It's long, bro. People are supposed to be adults, and tomorrow, everyone in the world stop the BS. No killing, hatred, war, negativity. COVID. Take the day after birthday of trouble. Chief shall be celebration. Like that. I agree, bro. Shout out to the world, because the world needs it, man. The world is moving mad right now. You know what I mean? And anyone who comes to me and tells me to support certain things, allow me, bro. I'll come down here to talk wrestling and what I want to talk about, bro. That's it. People starting to send me messages and that about speak on this. Are you talking to people want to speak on stuff with no evidence, and I ain't speaking on anything to do with people arguing about religion. I told you this already. I ain't religious. I don't like religion, but I got friends and stuff with religion. That's fine. Do your thing, like that. You like Jesus. You like Muhammad. Yeah, I like Luke Skywalker and Thor and them man there. We can all live in harmony. It's all good, but allow me with it, bro. Because I can't speak on people fighting over a religion. It's mad to me. That is crazy to me, and I can't speak on it, bro. And I'll end up saying something offensive, and I don't really care because, yeah, I'm not here for it. So anyone who comes to me with that business, allow me. Dream reputation is ruined. It sucks that it happened to him. He's still young and had lots of. Yeah, he's still young. Why is EDP not in jail? Criminal system is dead, bro. That's why. You know, like that. It's probably making advertisers loads of money. This geezer. The thing with the EDP dude, he didn't get caught on one thing. He got loads, like the paperwork of all the messages, and he was agreeing to it. He was agreeing to it, sending pictures of his penis, thinking, and he was like, "Oh, the girl's 13," and the guy was like, "He's like, oh, she's young, but blah blah." And he's like, "So would you send a picture to a 12-year-old?" He's like, "No, never. I'll never." Big man, big man. So you send a picture to a 13-year-old, but what if her birthday was midnight? You know, like that the night before. Yeah, out my face, bro. If I ever see that geezer in real life, yeah, because you know these YouTubers that start doing tours and stuff like that, I'll punch this fat dude up, bro. I'm not here for the pedophiles. I got kids, you sick son of a bitch. He has a website now. Yeah, he does. I'll send the thingy, bro. They need to get that shut down, bro. Dream was getting chicks on tough enough. He had a son. Yeah, that's what I said. And that don't mean anything though. So I'm not gonna go with that sentiment about him getting chicks because they're pedophiles and rapists and that they can get girls. It's just, you know what I mean. But I'm not saying that's him. So Dream deserves better than this. Yeah, man, it's mad, bro. It's mad. Do you like DJ Khaled? He was at the awards with the Migos on Billboard. Yeah, DJ Khaled's all right. You know what I mean? I don't suck him off like everyone else does, bro. You know what I mean? DJ Khaled, another one. You know what I mean? They don't want us to win, so we win more. Listen, big man, get on the treadmill and stop talking shit, bro. You know, like that. I get people DM me on Instagram calling me a nonce and that, so I blocked him, and I ain't like that. That's madness, bro. It's madness how people think they can do that. The reason why I'm like always calm online is because you seen the name, bro. It ain't Hugo the lettuce, bro. It's not Hugo the cabbage. It's Hugo the savage. If I see you in real life and you talk that nonsense to me, I'll finish you there on the spot. You trust me in the future. Depending on, I don't care how my channel grows, you're never gonna see a video of me being taken advantage of. I promise, bro. I'll choke man out and walk off. It's not a problem. Please, everyone, pray for one day without murders. Listen, it ain't never gonna happen, man. We live on planet Earth, and people are suckers. Humans abuse everything. The reason why the planet's messed up is not because of animals. It ain't because of nature. It's because of humans. So it ain't never gonna happen. I love the positivity in that. But all I say for you is take care of your own people and you circle around you. And if everyone does that, then we'll be able to talk a little bit more in it. But people trying to like talk on stuff while are abroad and don't do anything about it. They just want likes and videos and stuff. That's weird to me, man. That to me is like that's a mental illness. It's something like maybe it's a mental illness that hasn't been discovered yet, but trying to get likes on something from like some serious stuff, that's madness, bro. Yeah, I'm here with that racism sex and all that. If you're chill and like wrestling, we can be made. That's what I'm on, bro. That's what I'm on. And allow me with the non-binary thing as well. Yeah? You can't be non-binary. You can be a man or a woman or the intersex thing when you get me. It ain't your fault. But allow me with that. Allow me. I'm not looking at you in your face as a woman and then you're going to tell me to call you a man. Allow me. Yeah, sometimes you got to be careful with this online chat. Yeah, it's mad, bro. Shout out to you. What you saying? Savage would pull him and Jay so told you've had a table birthday. You know, like that. We should celebrate post-corp and that. But Bianca Belair, if they don't care about her since she lost to Charlotte, what to do with Oscars about. Yeah, it's all a bit mad WWE right now. I was hoping to see the Dream on Raw and SmackDown along with John. Me too. If they get rid of gangs off the streets, we'll be fine in the world. I don't know if that's what you're saying, we'll be fine in the world, but that ain't true, bro. Trust me. You know what it is, yeah? The media perpetuate like gang cultures to be the worst thing. And it's terrible. You know what I mean? I used to live that life and I'm a better man now. Yeah? Didn't have no bodies and that though. When I take people's lives, but trust me, if gang culture on a list of bad things is below government, it's below religious wars. Like it looks bad on a street level because the gang violence is the thing that you can look outside your window and see, whereas you can't see the government trying to bomb a country through looking out the window because it's secret. But you know the vibes, man. You know the vibes. He was used WWE 2K. He uploaded a video on IG. Yeah, man, he's a legend, bro. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. He was supposed to come on the channel before the pandemic, but we'll sort that out, man. Shout out to Nima. Shout out to you, bro. That Apollo Paul him saying I'm talking about. It was dope. I don't care what worse unless you're trying to force it on me. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what your sexual preference unless it's my missus. Big facts. Big facts on all of that, bro. The sexual preference thing, anyone who's still doing that in 2021 is dead, bro. You literally can't tell by looking at someone's sexual preference. It's all what happened in the bedroom, and that's personal to you, bro. I don't care about that, like that. Lord of Darkness, Dream performance in the ring is good, but his gimmick sucks. I disagree 100%. I think the gimmick is great, man. What? Hope maybe occurs in country other than Canada and Saudi one day. Like you, me too. I'm here for that because I've been desperate for the UK pay-per-view. I think the closest one was supposed to get NXT Dublin, which is not like England, but I think it takes me like 2 hours to get on a plane. Yeah, 2 hours, an hour and a half. Minor, you know what I mean? So that would be dope. I'm hoping. I think it's time for MJF to be champion. He's hilarious. MJF's dope, man. I heard Japan when I heard this. Oh, you know about when Paul Heyman walked out? Yeah, it's funny, man. Man, that just ends up being Paul Heyman's entrance from now on. Always the Shield music. All right, guys, I'm about to head out, man. We've done an hour in. It was dope. Yeah, obviously, you already. I mean, I say it every week, but this is the extra show Mondays. You know what I mean? Thursdays, which you know what I mean. But I love it, man. Barton Jr. could have been a star. Shambles. What happened to him? Shambles, bro. Absolute shambles. I'm sure that like more now that he spoke out, I'm guessing more things will come out. But it's quite telling that like the alleged victims dipped off Twitter and stuff like that and just stopped saying stuff. Haven't gone to the police, so I don't know what's going on. He's a guy I would have loved to go on the channel as well, just to talk to, chop it up and that, you know what I mean? Because sometimes people with certain gimmicks and I'm interested to see, you know what I mean, and people for the future. But I'm gonna speak to a few like NXT UK talent, stuff like that, maybe NWA, try and have a conversation with them, get them on the channel. Because I just think it'll be interesting to get into the mind of certain wrestlers, especially at the beginning of your career. You know what I mean? Raw needs edge. Yeah, I agree. Anybody still prejudiced? I told you, bro. That's my thing. Send them to the gulag, like that. So who you got winning, Jimmy or Jay? Well, they haven't got a match against each other yet, but I'm guessing you're talking about potential Hell in a Cell. I think you're talking about that. My guess is that surely Jimmy wins on it. My guess is for the story, maybe. But my thing is, I don't know, man. But in the tag team match, I think that the Usos will lose to the Street Profits. It's going to be a banger, though. Yep. Facts. Shout out to you, Marta. Always appreciate Savage talk going on, like you say. It's all love, bro. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. I love you guys anyway. We have to, you know what I mean? Like I said, workload starts dying down a bit. I've been doing more stuff on my other channel. I'm trying to grow that as well. Because, you know what I mean? Sometimes after I watch an episode of Raw, it depresses me and I need to just zone out and do other stuff. So trying to build that channel. Anyone who's not over there, go and you go online, subscribe to that if you're interested in anything, because I'll talk about anything over there. Your other channel's kind of dope as well. In fact, it's kind of A&B. I actually went on, when you guys messaged in the comment section before, I realized I went on one of your videos on your family channel way back. So that's the thing. I think it was something to do with music. I can't remember the exact video now. But shout out to you guys. It's all love. And pandemic's dying down a bit now. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about the conspiracy behind it, but it's dying down a bit now. Like that. And when stuff get a little bit less busy, and you know what I mean? Because I'm my foot on the gas at the moment, doing 100 videos, 100 days straight on my other channel. I think I'm on like day 11 now. And when that dies down and that, we'll definitely have to do some more stuff because it'd be fun. It'd be fun. So shout out to you guys. Love your channel. But guys, if you're over this channel and you ain't subscribed to A&B Convos Wrestling Edition, go and do that because we're all family. We should have the same subscribers. That's how it should be rolling right now, like that. So shout out to them guys. I wanted to burst out laughing when I heard John Moxley's stream. Yeah, I was in stitches, bro. Any first shots, Jim Ross saying, yeah, I've seen that as well. Kenny Omega just is very smart at keeping his name relevant in every picture. So clever guy. I'm taking my vacay. Oh, hey, shout out to you, Donald, bro. That's all it is, man. You know what I mean? I reckon he's definitely not the best wrestler in the world. The man has a huge ego. Has been boring and shit lately. The thing is with Kenny Omega is on the mic, he's not the greatest. He's not rubbish on the mic at all, but he's not the greatest, isn't it? So it's pro wrestling. So talking about just in ring doesn't work. If it was just in ring, then there's an argument for it because he's great in the ring. But all round, right now, for me, yes, son, Roman Reigns, you know like that. Then Priest, how long has got fun? Nah, I feel like he's done now. I don't know because we're gonna find out tonight. But I feel like that match against Morrison, because he won, I think it's over between them. Hopefully. Oi, man, we don't know what we did. Listen, thank you very much. That's all love, bro. Brother Nero, you're my guy, man. You left this channel, went over to the other channel. See you in there as well. I got videos coming, bro. Don't worry. They're coming every day as well. Thick and fast. Told you, bro. Marvel coming. Everything. Yeah? And if there's any like wild, like crazy videos and that, give me that. I'll react to that as well. But shout out to you, bro. That's the terrible statement. Kenny isn't good in the ring. You don't watch Kenny. There's no way you watch Kenny Omega and think he's not good in the ring. I know it's an opinion, but it's lies. There's no way anyone's ever watched Kenny Omega in the ring and said he's not good. I'm looking to keep Lee coming back, but one about that. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. They actually spoke on it. There was rumors saying that he's gonna be released, but WWE cleared up the rumors and he cleared up on thing as well. So I don't think I think they're overrated personally, but they are good. What they're gonna do, John? I have no idea, bro. Savage doing an elite collection, please. It's very hard for me to do an elite collection, and it's not because I can't do it. It's because they're all my elite figures are locked away. And it has to be worth me doing the video to get them all out on one day because I'm going through a few stuff in my house. I got some things coming in the next month and stuff. That's why I've done the Pop Warner ones because they're out. Pop Warner ones are on my window. They're all around the house. So, but we'll do it in the future for sure. But yeah, Omega's dope. And the young bots, they need to stop slapping their leg now. I'm done. There's nobody who can do what Ricochet does, but dude lacks charisma and character. He lacks something. For sure. I'm gonna ring, but definitely best pro wrestler. Yeah, I agree. Alexa Bliss should fight Nikki Cross. Proper last match. Yeah, it could be doing. But guys, I'm about to dip off. Shout out to everyone for coming over. Shout out to Larry. Anyone who knows who Larry is, it's Alexa's pig. Yeah, and she put a post out like damn near state of emergency, trying to find a vet who can help her pig because it seemed like he's very sick. And yeah, man, it's her pet, innit? It's her pet. And when anyone who's got pets, anyone who's had pets, that is your family. So I've seen she posts that pig all the time, birthday parties and that for the pig. So shout out to Larry. I hope he gets seen soon. She's got a massive reach, so I'm sure that her putting that post up, somebody will. Yeah, she might have a wrestling fan who's a vet and they can help her out. The reason why I didn't bother posting anything, I'm in the UK. What can I do? Like any vet who's in the UK can't go to her, so that's the reason why I didn't post it. But yeah, shout out to Larry. Now Alexa probably should be on Raw. I don't know. Depends what WWE think. They might not care. Some people don't care about animals like that, so it's one of them things. But yeah, man. Hopefully he gets sorted and that, and yeah, hopefully he gets sorted. But guys, it's been fun. Anyone want to see more of Hugo the Savage? You know what I mean? Head over to Hugo Online. I think we're on like 43 subscribers now. We're gonna build that. That's gonna be a bad boy channel. You know what I mean? I'm damn near thinking that might end up being bigger than this because it's got everything on it. And to be fair, you know what I mean? I'm not a fraud. Most of this started building on this channel when I was doing reactions to everything, and I changed it all to wrestling. So hopefully, but guys, do me a favor if you know what I mean? If you love what I do, any of the content, jump over there. Subscribe to that, like the videos. If you don't like what I do or you don't want to hear anything else apart from wrestling, that's cool also. Stay here because Demon Team is worldwide. You know, I've been your boy Hugo the Savage. And you know what's coming next. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Until later. You know, like that. Run.